Hey everybody, it's Nancy with Halo Wreaths, and today we're going to make a Candyland themed wreath. So, what I'm using is a work wreath that I bought at Hobby Lobby, and it was 50% off today, so I went ahead and bought it. Normally I would just use the regular ones from Dollar Tree and make it myself. But I tried to squeeze it into an ovular shape. But if I can't get it all the way, then I'll have to get my husband to. So we'll see what it looks like after I get the mesh on it. The mesh I'm going to be using is this green iridescent. I know y'all probably can't see the iridescent. It's a green iridescent mesh, and I've gone ahead and cut it to about 22 inches per piece. If your roll is as long as it's supposed to be, that's how long your mesh would need to be to have 16 pieces, because there are 16 pieces on this work form. So we'll need 16 pieces of mesh that are 22 inches long. Okay, and the other things we have are our ribbon. I've got some just regular Dollar General silver glitter. And then we're going to throw in a Fairy Silk glitter on top of it. This is called, I think it's called a hot candy or something like that. Sugar candy, hot sugar, something I can't remember. And then this is another designer thing that I ordered on Amazon. This is just a velvet with a gold lame backing. But I'm trying to throw some designer in there with the regular stuff. And then for our pieces, we're going to be using, well, that one don't look good. I took these outside and hairsprayed them so the glitter wouldn't fall off. Hopefully y'all can see how glittery and sparkly they are. What else do we have for this wreath? Okay, the big shebang for the wreath is going to be these balls. Yeah, I know, not many of them are going to fit on it, but we're going to try to put 3 at least on there. And they're so cute. Oh, and I've got these colored curlies. These are pink and white. And then I have 2 left of these green and white lollipops. Well, you want to see this side, don't you? I have 2 of these green and white lollipops left. We can always make our own if we need to, but I don't think we'll need to, because, like I said, I went to Hobby Lobby today, and I've got 3 of these. Aren't they cute? You know, I handmade some, and they were fairly difficult to make by hand. So getting it at the Christmas discount at Hobby Lobby for, let me see, I can't even see through my glasses, $1.99. That's all I paid. I paid $1 for this, y'all. Run to Hobby Lobby now and buy them all. Okay, and then I got 2 swirly curlies. I don't know what else they would be called, curled picks. One in blue and one in green. Look how pretty they sparkle. Everything's got glitter on it. Everything is covered with glitter except for the balls and the mesh, of course, but it does have metallic through it. So let's get the phone turned down and get focused on our project, and we'll get started. Alright, so I'm ready to get started loading the mesh, and if for some reason it doesn't turn out as fluffy as I want it to be, I'm going to go back in and add either a white mesh or a burlap pink, blue, and green mesh. I haven't decided yet. But we'll see what it looks like once I'm finished layering this first round of mesh. And we're going to use the cruffle method, which is pretty simple. This mesh is really stiff. You just want to roll up that first side, roll up each side. To give myself some room here. And there we go. Boom, you got your cruffle. Just like that. Start on the outside. I really want this to be super fluffy, so I doubt one thing of mesh is going to do it. And I'm also doing it curl side up. That makes a difference too in how your wreath looks. Curl side up. Got too much stuff in my workspace here. But it does help that this mesh is really stiff. I'm doing only bottoms right now. And at this point, I'll probably go ahead and fast forward. Alright, I'm done putting all my mesh on, but it's still looking too thin to me. I can see through it. So I'm going to add just white to the outside row. Outside row only. The inside row I'm going to leave green because I still want that major green feel to this wreath, okay? So let me grab the white mesh. Like 22 inches. It's not even blowing on me anymore. It's vibrating so hard. Okay. Yeah, that would work if I put it on the top of the bottom, but I put it on the top by accident. Okay, let's try the bottom. And I've got 3 extra pieces for the bottom, so I may as well use them for that. I mean, for the top. So I may as well use them to fill in any holes. I could just do this way. You can fold it up very cautiously. Alright, on this wreath, I would like to do 2 bows, if possible, if I have enough ribbon. I've already got one made that I could use, but I don't know if I have enough ribbon to make the second bow. So, I don't know, let's see how this looks. I made this first one. This is all Walmart ribbon, but it's totally cute. And I'm sure I have enough to do a second bow. I could do one at the bottom and one at the top. I always like to put my bows around 7 o'clock on the wreath. That's just my spot to put them. Geez, I wish this was live. What do y'all think? Let's look at the other ones first. My dog's getting into something in there. Let me go grab him. Okay. So let's see how the other ones would look on here. Now I know this one's going to look tight on it. It's just going to look great. And the second ribbon I chose is falling apart. Some luxury, huh? So let's just see. I don't know. I think this is cute too. I don't know. Jeez. I only have 9 feet of this ribbon, so it's not like I can use a ton of it. Geez, y'all, I just can't decide. Can I do them both and that still look right? No. We're going to see about putting this one in here and then adding a smaller one at the top. What colors? I don't know yet. Geez, I should have had a handle on it before I turned it around. Took my hand off of it. Bananas. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's just too cute not to use. But I want the silver in it too, so I'm going to use maybe some white, and I'm going to ditch the velvet, use the white and the pink and the silver, and both pinks actually, and do something up top. And like I said, I have my nails done and they're too long and I have to trim them down some. And I'm going to wrap this around the wire and hot glue it. Well, everything's ready to come out. I just turned on my hot glue gun. Come on, hot glue gun. Get out of there. Well, I must have rammed it in there good. It was basically hot glued in. Okay. Okay, that was very stressful last few minutes. The dogs got into it. My daughter came home from work. I realized that my hot glue gun was not heating after all. And there was something else. What is it? I don't know. Jeez, it's just so crazy around here. Hopefully this, my cell phone died. So I'm running on extremely low battery power. So I'm just putting a tad of hot glue on either side of the, I don't know why I can't remember what those things are called. The little twisty ties. That's holding it in. And I probably need to go ahead and cut off the extra, or the excess, not zip tie. What is that called? Ugh. Those other thingies. Pipe cleaners. That's what they're called. But this is heavier than a pipe cleaner that comes on Hobby Lobbies. It's heavier and thicker. I'm just trimming off all that excess. And if you can see the center, that's fine because you'll have a cute little silver image in the front. Or silver, you know. That's cute. That's what I mean. Because I'm going to go back in with extra silver. And my little ornaments have silver on them. I may not hide the silver part. I may let it show this time. I take what's left of my little nub and I bend it back over. Some of them are already too short. All I have to do is bend them over. Okay. Zip around this puppy. So, that just tests my skills and abilities Okay, so let me show you how this looks. Not sure how far up you can see, but yeah, I think she's pretty. Oops, forgot these things. Gonna lay that up there and go grab the white ribbon. I'll be back. Okay, we got the white ribbon, got my bow maker, and I'm going to do this in threes. I'm going to do 3 loops in each section. And we want this bow to be smaller than the one at the bottom. Since this is white, I'm not going to drop it on the floor. There's so much glitter and stuff down there. Gotta clean it. Okay. So we're just going to start with a little tail. About, probably only about 4 inches long is how I want the tail to be. So I'm going to measure out 5 inches. No, actually, I'm measuring out 6 inches. That way I still have a good amount of ribbon to make a tail for me. This one will just have short tails to the top and the bottom. If y'all can feel this ribbon, you know what I'm talking about when it's hard to work with. It is very hard to work with. Okay, that's my first loop and it's way too big. I don't want it that big. Let's see, I don't even want it that big. I don't want it too big because I don't want it to try to compete with the other bow. Okay. It's not giving me quite as much trouble as it did last night or the last time I used it. Until I try to flip it. That's where the trouble comes in. Alright. Make sure my ribbon's the same size, or my loop is the same size as the other loop. And it is not. So we're going to do it a little further down. Still looks a little bit short to me. There, that looks better. Then we're going to make one more loop on this side. And that'll be our 3-loop bow. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If I can get all this to cooperate. Alright, come on out, ribbon. ends of it, the edges of it want to roll in. Okay, I think that looks good. I can get the ribbon to do what I want it to do. Okay. And I'm definitely going to be using a zip tie for this. Hopefully I can find them. I had a little pack of zip ties right up here. Okay. So now, you know what? That's the wrong side up. Okay. Now, I'm going to zip tie off each section just to make it easier for me to deal with my ribbon. Okay, once you get it zipped up some, pull it off. Make sure your zip tie's in the center, and then pull it tight. I like to use this little zip tie gun, but I can't pop it because it scares my dog. So I'll just tighten it as much as I can. Oops. Sorry, Maggie. Sometimes it happens. Alright, so we have layer number 1 of our 3-loop bow. Looks good. Okay, I must put the pin back on this for sure. Okay, the next color is going to be the silver. I'm just using 3 colors on this. And I actually have a silver 3-loop one already done. I guess anything is possible in a craft room. As a matter of fact, I know anything is possible. Okay, that was just crazy. Where did I put the bow? I won't spend too much time looking for it. I'll just make another one. So I'm going to start from the other side with this one. I'm going to go ahead and trim my dovetail. So this one you should start from the opposite side as you did the first side, with a small tail at the top. I really can't believe I lost the 3-loop bow. How insane is that? Jeez. So we want to bring the size down just a little bit. About a 1/2 inch to an inch. Yeah, we'll bring it down a good bit. So I'm coming down more of an inch. This silver's going to look gorgeous on it. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love it. I love bows. I can make bows all day long. And then for our tail, our last loop, make sure you go regular side up instead of twisting it over like you normally do. Just look the same size, so we'll trim it off to about, I don't know, 5-inch tail, 4 or 5 inches. And then pack it up with a zip tie. Y'all watch, I'll find it as soon as I'm done making this bow. I think I can just use a 4-inch little zip tie on this one. I'm glad I'm going to get to use the fair silk ribbon on this bow because, you know, I wanted this wreath to have that designer touch, that designer feel to it. And you'll feel it with a fair silk. Okay. Make sure I didn't mess anything up there. Okay. Bring it back to the middle. And tighten her up. That's what I normally do. Because it really does frighten my dog. I don't know why. Okay. And then we will take it and lay it on top of the second one, or the first one. See how cute that looks together? Just looks like Christmas time. Just feels like cold outside. Okay, and the last one we're going to do is the fair silk ribbon. And we'll do 3 loops of it. if we do any extra loops in the ribbon or in the wreath, we'll use the fair silk as well. Because it's so little or so small, I'm just going to razor edge it there. So pretty. The difference in the designer ribbon and the regular ribbon is that the wire is thick. It's much thicker and it's easier to hold its shape. Okay, so we're going to come in just a little, not too much, just a little bit. We've got our first loop, and this is so much easier to work with. We'll get loop number 2. It's a little long. Okay, and our last loop. Should just move that over. Last loop. Bring that down a little. And boom. It's just that easy when you're doing these 3 loop bows. It's very quick and simple. That's why I like to make them. Alright, let's cut it off in the opposite direction. Okay. Put a pin in it. And then, like I said, if I do any tails or any cascades or anything, any loops inside the actual wreath itself, I'm going to use this pink fair silk as well. Okay. And we can use a 4-inch zip tie on this one, if we can find one. There's one. Okay. I like to bring it onto the small, or the side that has less bulk on it. Sometimes it can be a little hard to do, especially when you're using the 4-inch zip tie. Wait until you hear that click before you pull it off. Pull it off and pull it around to the back and the center. And just that easy. You have a little bow. Okay. Look at this layer. This layer is just too cute. I love this. I forgot what it's called. It probably says it on the container. It does, I think. Sugar frost. I knew it was something about sugar. But yeah. So we're going to take the other layers. Bring them over here. And let's see, this one's 2 layers, so it needs to go like this. Okay, excellent. So next we need to grab a pipe cleaner or whatever method you're going to use to put it on to the wreath. If you're going to put something in, go ahead and do that now. I've got some Christmas tree ornaments that I got at Dollar General. I may use some of those. We'll just see how crowded it gets in here after I put the big ornaments on. That would look cute though. It matches pretty well. Okay, I hate trying to open these boxes from Hobby Lobby. Jeez. Better yet, I hate trying to close them. Oh, this one's standing up good. Okay. We've got green, pink, and blue. And the question is, or the question was earlier, did I want to put one on where you could see? I want to put some right here because to hide there's some form you can see, some wreath form you can see. I kind of like the actual ornament showing. The ornament part. Or should I just show the bubble part? Oh, geez, what should I do? Okay, so I'll feed that through the zip tie when I put it around it. I'm going to use the 6-inch zip tie for this one. Sometimes to hide the zip tie, I use different methods. Don't put your zip tie completely tight. Go ahead and feed your paper pipe cleaner, whatever it's called. Like sometimes I use pipe cleaner. I was thinking about doing that on this one. Let's see. That would look cute. Just regular old pipe cleaner. And I'm only going around it once so that I still have enough left over to put the bow on with. I'm going to pull it tight and then zip tie or hot glue that pipe cleaner. So we're making sure it's covering the pipe cleaner, or the zip ties, should I say. Actually, I don't even need to hot glue it on. I can just twist it. And boom, let me fluff it up to show y'all how cute this little bow is we made. Look at that, how absolutely adorable. And it screams Candyland Christmas. I love it. Alright, so now we're going to bring the wreath back down and put that on. I need to clean off some space for myself here. We're going to put this bow on first. So I'm going to go opposite from the 7 o'clock position and do this kind of in the 1 o'clock position. And I'm just going to find 2 pieces of mesh that I can get through. Well, doodle. Here we go. All day long I got that one. Okay. I'm going to twist it around and then I'm going to hot glue it on after I wrap the pipe cleaner on. Okay, so you can see the back. I've got it pipe cleaner on. And then I'm just going to take the piece of wreath wire and wrap it around there. If I can get this one to go. Oh, come on. Now. Can be challenging at times. I'm pull mine tight. Okay. Now I'm going to use the old hot glue gun to secure this in and make sure it doesn't fall off. I need more hot glue. Not my what we're doing. Okay. Here we go. Okay. I have to put a ton on. Just put enough on. Okay. That looks great. I wasn't sure how it was going to work with the bows being different, but I think that looks great. And I'm going to end up fluffing these 100 more times. Okay, she's coming together. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to clean up my space a little bit. But I'm going to put on those big, gigantic ornaments that I got. Okay, so I just got 3 white pipe cleaners. And I want to see how these are put together. They seem to be pretty solid. Nope, they're not pretty solid. So let's hot glue that part on so that it can't come back out and haunt us. Harder when you're working with a circular shape. Okay. Come on. Here we go. Get it on there. Be careful because that didn't want to go on right. Next up, let's get our pipe cleaner. I'm going to feed it through there, halfway. Spin it around. Okay, and I want this one to go more to the inside, up closer to this bow. The pipe is not there, I can put it there. Alright, there it is. Let's bring it down. Yeah. Okay, that's fun. That's how I wanted it. Alright, now we're going to do our pink one up near the top bow. Kind of more towards the outside. Okay, and we want this one to go on the outside row. feel it. Got a hole there. Do I have one there? Yes, I do. Looky woo. Okay. Pull that one on down in. Okay, puppy dog. This one I might have to actually hot glue some to hold it directly into place where I want it to be. Because it's wanting to flop around. Okay, so now I'm going to take this big old ball. Make sure my mesh is coming out. It's stuck together, stuck to something. There we go. And I'm going to hot glue the ball kind of right here so that it lays up against the rest of this mesh that it needs to support it. I hope this is enough hot glue. Okay, we will see. Alright, here we go. I'm just going to hold it on until it dries. Okay, if that's not adorable, I don't know what is. And we're going to do the same with this one, right over here on the upper left-hand side. So cute. So cute. Okay, y'all, I have a confession to make. I was feeling like absolute pook last night when I was recording this video. So, I don't know. Hopefully the quality is good. Your host is not down and out so much that you can tell it on the video. It's just that I've got some medical stuff going on. But anyway, when I left off, we were putting on the second ball, I believe. We glued on the ball, and then now it's time to glue on the green ball. So that's where we're going to start today. Alright, and quite honestly, like last night I was feeling about 35%. Today I feel like about 60%. So I'm not sure what's going on with me, but it'll be okay. I'm wondering if maybe we need to glue this blue one in just for extra security. I think I'm going to do that. I haven't glued or plugged my hot glue gun in yet. And will I ever be able to? Okay, hot glue gun is heating up. Now, while we're waiting for that to heat up, I want to figure out where I want these babies to go. If I can pick them up. I got my space, my new space crowded already. Oh, it doesn't matter where they go. They're going to look gorgeous on here. Maybe one definitely coming up out of the bow, for sure. We'll have to make sure when we put it in permanently, we jab it in far enough to make sure that it goes down in there good. And then the second and third ones should go. Now I'm trying to decide now. Let's see. Maybe right there if I can get it in further. And then one up here. Like so. Alright, that looks good. So we'll glue those in a minute. While we're waiting, we can go ahead and put the, what are these things called? Pipe cleaners. I can never remember it. We're going to put the pipe cleaners on, or the one pipe cleaner on our bow, ornament, ball, not ball, not bell, it's a ball. Okay. And the next thing I'm going to do is see if this baby is ready yet. It's like hot glued down in one of these little holders. When you put it back in, there must be glue on it. Okay, yeah, it's ready. Okay. So first off, we're going to hot glue the blue one in just to make sure she stays in place. And I have a glue gun with a small tip on it, so it's hard to do this. Looks like I'm putting a ton of glue on, but it's just because I have a small tip. Okay, and our bow's kind of caught up in the ball. Make sure to leave that free. Okay, now let's go in here just like we did with the others. I want this one to go, well, I think the first one went on the inside, the second one went on the outside. The third one is going to go on the inside rung. Why? Because I can see it, it's right here. That would be the best explanation. Okay, get ties of both sides of your tie. Just twist them together. You can do it pulling down tight. Okay. Well, let me see if I want to trim this off or what I want to do. What I did with the others, I hot glued them. I trimmed them anyway. This one's got a lot of excess, so I'm just going to trim it and then hot glue it. Okay, so I'm putting a little hot glue on the top of the pipe cleaner and a little on the bottom. Okay. Now, all right, now we're in business. This one I just need to kind of fill in that little hole right there, which I can do that with a pick later also. And I'll hot glue it down too because it's kind of wobbly. I am using Gorilla Glue with my Gorilla Hot Glue gun. I almost put too much on there. I want to wait for it to dry because you want to keep that pressure constant. Alright, you put my scissors where they go so I'll know where they're at for next time. Like I won't lose those again. Okay, so let's start hot gluing our picks on. These are our silver glitter picks. I got these at Temu is where I got them. And the only complaint I have against these is that they shed like crazy. The glitter was everywhere when I opened the container. So what I did was I took them outside and I sprayed them with hairspray. I kind of shook them around and sprayed them with hairspray. So hopefully this glitter will not be falling off. It looks pretty, but it can be a nightmare to work with. Let me go ahead and get another hot glue stick. Okay. I think I like it better down there. Yeah, I'm going to do it down there. Okay, and I'm just going to leave all the length on this pick, on the stem. If I need to cut it off, then I'll cut it off from the back. Because I'm not sure how long it needs to be. Feels like I have plenty of room back there though. And I'm putting an extra bit of hot glue on here. And I'm just going to put it down right beneath the blue ball. Kind of curl it out some. Alright, and the next one's going in right on top of the bow. So we're going to do same thing with this one. I think there's plenty of space in there to tolerate hot glue all the way down the pick. So I'm going to put a second dab of glue all the way down. I'm going to go in here and find a spot where I can get in. So I don't want it to dry before I can get it where I need it to go. Let's see. I think they meant to give it a 3D effect, but it doesn't really work. It's just more space. That needs to come out. We may have to work some hot glue magic on this one. Okay, we're just going to put a little dab of hot glue on the mesh to keep this stem, to keep the tip of it out. Oh, go back, go back. That's one of the reasons you have to hold it right there. Let me put it directly on the tip. Okay. Alright, now, just hot gluing that one down so it will stay there. It was kind of curled up, you know, from being in the packaging, how they get. All the others were good though. Well, got to glove a string of hot glue. I love the tails on this bow, they're so pretty. I went in and added extra tails when I made it. Okay, that should be good there. And hopefully y'all can see it. I just, that one was curled up, so I added hot glue to a piece of mesh underneath it so that it would stay. And our last piece of glitter stuff, we're going to call it. I feel like I'm off camera. I don't think I am though. Alright. We'll go kind of behind and near to the side of the pink ball. Okay, so I'm going to lift that tail up, just kind of going right here, get it in as deep as I can. Now I'm stuck on something, so I'm having to bend it. That's okay, as long as it comes out the same in the end. Okay. See how those went through on the back. Can I see any of the picks coming through? Maybe I feel some little jagged edges, but I don't see the picks anywhere. Okay, so that's good. I think fluffing up bows should be an Olympic activity. I love doing it. Love it, love it, love it so much. Okay. Very good. I'm going to check and make sure I'm all the way in string for this. Alright, I got fingernails full of hot glue now. This will not even try to get it off until I'm done. I found these that I bought at Hobby Lobby yesterday. They were sitting nearby. So I'm wondering if I might use those as well. They look like clear glass crystals, except on top they have some, what's it called? Glitter. I love the way that looks on these Candyland type wreaths. It just gives it sort of an icy look. I'm going to bend that back down because coming around the side of the table it didn't look right. Okay. Now, okay, a couple more things I have to go are these, which I probably want to leave for last. I love them so much. They're so cute. Let's see. I have this curly pick. If I can get it out of all my picks. The curly picks get entwined into the other picks. You can't pull them out. Alright, let's pull the price tag off first. Okay. Now this one got kind of messed up. It was stuck in another pick, so I'm going to try to fix it back here real quick. And they're really not too hard to curl back in. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and this one is stuck in itself. Alright, so I've got two pieces of pick. Now, do I want to break this apart or just use the whole big shebang and pick? I'm not sure. Let me see how it would look. I think that would look cute if I shortened the stem and just went in at a shorter angle. So let's try that on this blue one. And then we'll go right on the opposite side for the green one. Time to turn the fan on. To do this, when on the thick ones, I just hold it at the bottom, and I'll show you on the next one. I don't think that one got in screen. Alright, we're going to need a good amount of hot glue for this. So we're going to go in just right up here in this little empty area. Can't be too empty. I got to have something to hold the pick in. We'll go there and hold it on until it dries. And fluff your bow again. Okay, so let's take a look at the green one. Take the price tag off of it. And fluff it out. Okay, so let me hold her up and see how she's looking right now. Blue almost washes out the green one to make it look white, like a pearl. I'm wondering if I should just use one of these or two. Where am I going to make these go? I'm running out of space, y'all. See, I've still got some other picks I wanted to use. So, we got to make some space here. Got to find some room. I could do these inside the little silver ones. I don't know. That's cute. I like that. How many of these do I have? I have only two. Do you see some another way? I guess it only came with two. Oh, I got some pink lollipops too. Oh my heavens. I just don't know what I'm going to do. I got too much cute stuff that needs to go in here. So if I didn't do that right in front of there, where else would I put it? I could put it in front of the swirly curly. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to do the swirly curly right here, I know. Let me pop it in here where you won't be able to see it. Gorgeous. And you can play with these and make them in the shape you want. Put that one right in front. I want to make sure there's still room for it to show very well. Okay, so let's put some hot glue on here. I'm going to fluff this out as much as I can. It seems to just go back flat whenever I try to fluff it. So, we get what we get. Just put some hot glue on it. Okay. When you do this, make sure that the side you want facing forward is in front. And try to get it in there as deep as you can so you give room for these swirly curlies for their little tails to show. Okay. Let's hold her up and see how she looks. I may not use the green one on here. Just the blue one only. You should keep things in odd numbers, but I think using the green one might be overcrowding it. So I'm not going to do that one just yet. What about our other swirly curly? Originally want it to go, I kind of want it to go in the opposite direction from this one, on the opposite side. But let's see how that's going to look. I'll have to trim that stem down a little shorter. But yeah, I think that'll go great. Or maybe right underneath the ball, like it's coming out from under the ball. Let's do that. Get my hot gun out. Okay, so we're going to go in like we're coming out from underneath this little green ball. I'm just going to kind of smash the mesh together. Make sure that holds up. I need something that conveys Christmas on here. You know, because nowhere does it actually say Merry Christmas. But I've got some stickers. They're like glitter stickers. Let me see if I can find one. Okay, I found that silver bow I was looking for yesterday. It was just on the other side of my table. So what I'm going to do is, I did this on another wreath. I took, on this big fat ribbon that I have, I took a sticker and I put it sideways here so that you could just read, you know, whatever I wanted to convey. And with this I'm going to use, I have Wish, Noel, and Peace. So I'm going to use Wish on this one. And these are kind of hard to get off the back end. Hopefully I can keep it together. And a crooked sticker. Perfect. Oh, it is going crooked. Hopefully you won't be able to tell that too much. Because it's laying down sideways and it will be curved. It's a little bit crooked on here, but hopefully you won't be able to tell it. So let me show y'all. You probably can't see it from that angle. Wish. Isn't that cute? Okay. It's hard when you're working with these because you don't want to ruin them while you're trying to still work on them, you know. Here, I gotta drop this stuff off the table onto the floor. That's a green one. I don't think I'm going to use the green one. Okay. I need to be using my wreath easel, but I have so many wreaths that I've got a wreath on the wreath easel right now. Oh, jeez. Okay. So I've got these cute lollipops. But wait, I was going to use all of these. Let's see. Let me put these in first and then I'll decide where the lollipops are going to go. I'm just trying to fold back as much as I can. And I'll lift that bow up one more time. Let me see, I don't want to smash the bow. We can only go down about that far with it, but I think that'll be okay. Okay. Some more hot glue. Okay. So I kind of wanted the flat end in the front. Yeah. Let's just go down in as deep as we can without smashing the bow. We covered it a little, but that's okay. Actually go in here and bend it. Bend it back up some. Okay, this is a cutie pick. I love it. Now, where do I want the other one to go? Because I'm using all three of these on this wreath. That's what I bought them for. Thinking if I can get the press tag off. Okay, so I'm thinking we'll go right up in here with this one. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, so some more hot glue. I'm hot gluing both sides of the pick on the stem just to make sure they stay in there good. And this one is easy to just slide it on in. Okay, I love it. It's like the movie Frozen. It feels icy and cold and Christmassy. All right, so we have two more big things that I want to add. And that is the green Christmas pick lollipop and the pink Christmas lollipop. So I'm thinking about using the green one right in here. I'm trying to find a spot I can get through to. Okay, that will work. These tails are so pretty. Okay. So let's hot glue her up. Okay. I'm basically going to have to go around the little ornament head on this one. But that's alright, it'll work just fine. And we've got our pink ornaments. Or lollipops, should I say? Maybe too much. Let me see. I always have to keep looking at it again and again because you just don't know unless you're getting a full-on view. So I'm not really sure where this would go unless it goes on the top. Maybe coming out right from behind the bow. Okay, I like the way that looks. Let's hot glue this down. Okay, and I'm going down just behind this one, right there. She's so cute, just peeking out of there, little pink one. See, there are reasons to change and refluff. Sometimes you have to. Alright. I think I've got her stuffed pretty full of everything except our little ornaments here. And I've got to decide where I want to go with those. But I want to remind you, if you enjoy this video or you enjoy watching my channel, my wreaths, make sure you subscribe and don't forget to hit like and the notification bell so you'll get notified every time I send a new video out. Y'all don't want to miss it. I do long videos, I do short videos, I do tips, I do grapevines, and this kind of wreath. So, yeah, there's a lot to see on my channel, a lot of variety. Okay, so now, checking here, I'm going to lay these out. I don't want them all to point outwards. But I don't know that pointing inwards looks good. Where did I put them? I don't do over here. And this one, I think, will come maybe out from in here. Alright, let's go ahead and get started on gluing some of these in. I'll probably do 6 of them, or at least 5. Okay, we're going in right underneath this pink ball, the big pink one. So basically all you're seeing is the clear shiny tip that looks like a icicle. Okay. Here we're going to do the same thing. Not without more hot glue tonight. Okay, and we're going right kind of to the center and underneath. We're going to just put that in that direction. Okay guys, I'm afraid to tell you that my phone ran out of memory and stopped recording right there. It always does, it seems like, at the last moment. But all you missed was me putting in the last few crystals. And that was very simple. You'd already seen me put in 2 crystals. So I just put in a few more in the wreath. And that's all you missed on the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I hope you'll follow me and subscribe and watch for more from Halo Wreath. Thanks.